everyone, it's Lynette with Charmed Grammy Crochet. How are you today? I hope that you're good. I am just getting moving. It's like, I don't know, 10:30 in the morning. I was up late last night putting away yarn, and so I'm going to show you my progress. I know I haven't showed any like really unpacking videos. I'm not sure that anybody wants to see that. You saw me pack it, and it's been not, I keep rearranging and resorting, and I don't know that that's fun to watch. So I haven't really filmed any of it, but I want to film my progress today. I want to welcome you to my channel. If you are new, I am a crochet and knitting and sometimes travel channel. We recently moved, and my yarn's been in storage for like 18 or 20 months or something. So it's I'm getting reacquainted with my yarn stash, which I knew I had some yarn. And when I packed it, I knew it was a lot of yarn. Now unpacking it is a little bit overwhelming. It's way more than I thought. And I am like, I don't know how I fit all of this in the space that I think I had it in. My kids and my husband say, no, you had it in way more spaces than what you think you did. Like all over the house kind of spaces, and they're probably right. So I'm going to show you where I am. Oh, by the way, if you're new and you like the content, please hit the subscribe button. If you're new or old, thanks for being here and coming back again and again. Don't forget the thummies and the likes and the comments and the sharing and all of that. That really helps my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. So on to let's show you where we're at. I'm going to flip the camera, so hold on. This is the living room. This is yarn stuff mostly. Some of it might be completed projects. I found a few bags of that along the way. These bags I got off Amazon, and they are 36 inches long, I believe, and it's like an 18-inch rectangle. I'm pretty sure that's the size of it. And they're really nice. You can get an idea of what's inside based on, you can see through them a little bit. But this is the living room, and this is not where they belong. So we're going to take some downstairs, and I got to organize the downstairs before I can get more of this down there. But I've put away probably half, or organized or sorted through. So a little bit more to go. I'm just not sure where it is all going. That's the problem. So hold on. Alrighty, so here we are entering the yarn room. That wall right there used to be filled with yarn. It's not any longer. That is, this part of this is going to be like the seating area. That's my, but it might not be. I am supposed to fit a couch down here at some point, so, these are kind of organized. This yarn is like variegated. These two bins here are one skein wonders and under. If I have one or under 2 skeins. So 1.5 skeins, that kind of stuff, and 1 skeins. That's what's in these two. This needs to be just, right, that's empty. I was using it to set stuff up for when I was live. I filmed from there on the Boggy Creek live. Then I think I've got bigger weight yarns and variegateds, and that bag is closed. It has to go in the laundry room. And then here's my shelving. So in these 2 bins in the front, these little baskety bins, those are my cubbies that I used to have my yarn in. And I had yarn stored in here, which there's yarn in there that's just not like where it's going to live, I don't think. I have this cubby. The bottom things are just set in there, but the bottom baskets, one of them is empty, and the other one is filled with pieces, parts of stuff. And I think when the couch comes in, I want to set the couch so it's looking at the fireplace. And something is buzzing, I don't know why. And I think I'm going to put this behind the couch. And then I can put maybe cubbies here. Not real sure. That's the kitchen curtain I made last year, or a few years ago, for my kitchen. There's no lighting back here, so I have to turn lights on when we get back there. This shelf is mostly really empty. I just put those across the front to be pretty. They're not going to stay that way. I don't know that pretty is going to be an option at this point. Here are this is all Hirschner's, where you can buy the packs, the color coordinated packs. That's what's here. These are the ombre yarns. These are just getting out of the way. These are just getting out of the way. And this is all, I hope, all of my Schitt's Creek. That's really nice yarn, and they were selling it like at Joann's for $10 a skein, and then they cleared it out on Lion. I think it was Lion brand. Cleared it out for $2 a skein, and I just bought a lot of it because I thought it was really, really nice yarn. I really liked the yarn, but there's an issue. I wasn't paying $10 a skein for it. I didn't like it that much, if you know what I mean. So here, let's see, what else do we got going on? This bag is filled with bags that I have emptied out. So up to here, I have them tri-folded. It's getting pretty heavy, but that bag is pretty full. 3/4 full of bags that I've emptied. This bin has more scraps. Less than 1 skein is what's in here. That's really polyfill, so these I need to do. This I need to do. That's a bag of project bags. That's all of the Caron Simply Soft-ish yarn that I have. All that kind of silky soft yarn. Let me get a light on back here. So this is the actual yarn cubby area. There, now we got some brighter lights. Along the top, all of that in the bags up there is all project kits. Even some that I've made up myself. This is the yarn, and maybe I started the project or just put the yarn away for the project. Then the shelf below that is all the 1 pound size balls of yarn. Down the next 2 shelves, down here, these are all 2 and more 4-weight acrylics. And that goes over including the red. Then this is 3-weight yarn, and it's just really stacked there. I don't have a lot of solid color 3-weight, I don't think, acrylic. And a lot of it is just 1s and 2s. At least that's what I've opened so far. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that, because you can't do much with 1 and 2 skeins of 3-weight acrylic. You know, of 3-weight yarn. It doesn't hold enough. So then underneath that, over here we have ice cream yarn. And then these are 3-weight cakes. DK Colors and Cupcake is what's in there so far. All acrylic. But there's a little bit of overflow over here. I don't know why I missed those. I'm just seeing them. Then I'm going to kind of try to block you from this bright light for a second. Oh, over here, in the little white bin, That's all yarn. It's like Gazelle and Rockstar, those types of yarns. They're in there. They were in there. That's leftovers from the poncho I made, that yarn that Nancy from She's Got Yarn gave me. But this is all yarn that was already packed that way. I packed it up in there and left it, and it traveled that way with me. In this case, I wanted to put all of my one weight and twister type of yarns. And I thought I was doing really good, but I think I just found another bag or two. And then over here, I started with my cottons. So this is all cotton over here and bamboo down here. This is my last shelf of new shelves. They're tall, but up here is gadgets. That middle shelf is completely empty. That bin is empty. It's just, I'm sticking stuff I don't know what to do with. I've been sticking on this shelf. I do think that the top of it has, in those two bins at the corner, that's amigurumi stuff. Like eyes, and I have a lot. I bought different size kind of eyes several times, so there's a lot of eyes in there. In the one bin, and I don't know, other stuff. Just, I need to combine all my junk stuff into one, supplies, not really junk stuff, but supplies into one area. And then, let me try to get you around the lights. My knitting machines are up there. This bin, oh, and my, well, that's cotton too. But my kitchen cotton is there. Those are other cottons. Bamboo on the bottom. Then over here, in this bin, that's all scrap cotton at the top. That's funky, weird yarns in the middle. Like sparkle yarn. And I bought all those little bonbons. And the next shelf down has eyelash yarn. And the next shelf down has scrubby yarn. And the bacon and egg bag has, that's full of yarn for my Sisterhood of the Traveling Scarf. That's my stash for that. And it was hanging up, but I needed to move things, so that's where we're at. I have this space. I really thought I would be sticking my cubbies up this wall, the plastic cubbies that I used last time. Or, you know, in the old house. And this is my actual laundry room trash can, but obviously I've needed a trash can out here for this. So I thought I would put cubbies up this wall. And I might move this so I can put cubbies up across the window. I do have this wall that's holding just junk for right now. And I could put cubbies here as well. I just have to make sure that I have space for the couch. I don't know if I'm going to have to put the couch on this wall. I'm going to be real sad about that. I really want it to face this way, not face that way. But if I have to put the couch there, then I can definitely fill this wall with cubbies or shelves. If not, if I can put the couch this way, then I have to be careful that I have enough space to walk through if I put cubbies here. So, just for the sake of maneuvering around in here, the couch might have to go on that wall, which would be a little bit of a disappointment for me, because I think it would be really awesome, even though you guys wouldn't see that I'm sitting in front of the fireplace. I would like to sit in front of the fireplace and chat with you for videos and crochet, which you would see the fireplace way better. I wouldn't have it on because it's a wood burning fireplace, and I'm not going to burn wood in the same room with my yarn and have it all smell like wood smoke. I know if you do it properly, your stuff doesn't smell like wood smoke, or campfire, if you will. But I know myself, and I'm going to buy some candles or turn that into an electric fireplace. I'm not quite sure how that's going to go yet. So basically I have half of, or 3/4 probably, of this shelf that I can work with. And I have most of that shelf that I can work with. I have I have the bottom rows on all the shelves that I can work with. I have this cubby over here that I can put yarn in. And then I have all of my plastic cubbies to build here. So I have to get what's left in here and all that yarn upstairs into this space. Wish me luck. I was being really good in organizing everything as best I could. But here's the thing. The shelves are 2 feet deep. They hold, I can put 6 regular size skeins of yarn across the bottom. And they will go 5 or 6 tall on 3 of the shelves. The top 2 are smaller. But so far that's worked out really well for me. The sizing, I wish I had an extra shelf in each one, and then the space wouldn't have been so tall between. But it is what it is. They came with the number of shelves they came with. The top you really can't move around too much. The bottom one you can't move around because those are what hold it stable. So even though they're adjustable, it's kind of limited. You can only adjust the middle ones, the middle 3, and this shelf, these are where 2 bars meet, so you have a issue there with where you can put them. And so that middle shelf really should, just for stabilization, that's the best place for it. So anyway, this is how we broke it up, and it works all right. But because I can go so deep and they go so high, and most of my yarn is 2 and 3s, you can't see what's in there. These big ones are too deep. You know, there's a row behind this row. There's a row behind in all of this. 12 inches is probably a way better shelf width, but these shelves are great because they hold so much. I'm just going to have to dig around if I know I want a purple yarn, pull out the purple and see what's in there and put it back. I mean, that's what it is. And so, that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm just real disappointed with the cakes because they're always so pretty. I want to be able to see and show them off. But right now, as of last night, I decided, I'm going to turn you back around. As of last night, I decided it's about getting the yarn on the shelves. I can rearrange it and make it pretty, or as pretty as can be, as pretty as I can figure it out later. First, let's just get it up. Once it's up and out of the bags, and I know everything that's here, I've refreshed my memory with what I have, I can see the quantities of each kind. It'll make it easier to put it away. Because with the acrylics, the 4-weight acrylics behind me here, I've rearranged those 4 or 5 times already. And I don't want to do that with all the yarns, but I want the, plain acrylic, solid acrylics to be together. I want the cottons to be together. And I like them to be together by weight. So on the shelf, maybe you go 1 weight, 2 weight, 3 weight. But I, again, wanted to put all the 1 weights in this one space. I don't think that's going to work. I have more 1 weights than I thought. And then, of course, all my bougie yarn, my hand dyeds. I don't have a great deal of it because I got rid of all of the wool a couple of years ago because I can't work with it. So my wool yarn, I don't really don't have any. So keeping that in mind, all of my hand dyes are cotton, but I really want them to show because they're always beautiful. I don't have I don't have tons of them, but I have some, enough that I can display them. So I want to figure out a way to do that and have them where they'll be in the videos. I don't know. I got the rest of my life to get it together and to use up the yarn, right? Because I'm really going to try to not buy yarn. Once you realize how much is here, it's like don't buy it. I don't really have anywhere to put it again. and I'm not complaining and I'm not bragging. I'm just stating a fact. It's finding the space is and in an organized manner. It's trying. It's a little trying right now. I'm having fun with it, but it is a little bit trying. And seeing the yarns, I'm like, oh, this one's so pretty. Oh, that one's so pretty. But this is where we're at so far. It's been like a week tomorrow since I started putting yarn in this room. And I'm about halfway through the bags. It's not all up, but it's around. So anyway, that's my video for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Like I said, liking, sharing, subscribing, all of that stuff. I will keep you posted as I go. And honestly, I was here until, I don't know, 2 o'clock this morning. No crocheting happened yesterday, but I did print the bear. I got it printed, and today I am going to start it. And I finished Amanda's dress. All for another video. See you next time, guys. Bye.